is really running well.
He is third in points. They figured it out enough to win 3 shows this year. They won at Wayne, Nebraska, Weeping Water, and Macon, Missouri. But it's been hit or miss with this tractor.
Now remember, that sled is 2,000 pounds heavier. We effectively have started the class over here. Colin Weens out of Beatrice, Nebraska. Deer Factor.
I think this crowd likes the unlimited super stocks.
345.65 feet. 345.65. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're steering them over there or they're actually pulling them over that way a little bit.
Traditionally, this track goes towards Lake Herman to the right, where the lake is over there.
Okay.
But this week, it's been going left. I don't know if the rotation of the earth,
Yeah, you can see him steering the wheels the opposite direction when it was pulling him left. So I think it's actually pulling him left over there, which is a good place to be, it looks like. I mean, that's where it seems like the most traction is. So 345.65 to lead us off here in the restart of the Unlimited Light Superstock class.
Thank you to Haas Ag Services, Reynolds Applications, Tire Motive, VGM Van Gendrens, and Hein Trucking. And how about Shellham Farms and John's Repair? Thank you for supporting pulling here at Prairie Village.
Diesel Performance Engineering, your #1 choice for diesel competition and street performance. For diesel fuel injection, turbocharger sales and service, servicing all diesel vehicles, including Ford, Dodge, and Chevrolet, with performance accessories for all applications. Diesel Performance Engineering.
Timothy Lee Johnson of Savage, Minnesota. I still have your driver's license. Red fans, here we go.
Out of Minnow, South Dakota. International called Never Enough. Here we go. Got to beat 345.65 to get past the John Deere. Do we have any international fans here tonight?
Way left. Going to take Kevin Bauer over there and rub the rail.
.336.32. He comes up short at 336.32. The John Deere will remain in the lead.
Looks like he wants a pull-off. So they'll rescue Allen down there.
Frosted Frog coolers and tumblers. If you're in the market for a new cooler, check out frostedfrog.com. Keep ice in your cooler and your cold drinks cold longer with Frosted Frog. based out of Rock Valley, Iowa. Check them out at frostedfrog.com. Nature's brand liquid fertilizer with start to finish, a comprehensive liquid fertilizer system powered by BioK to maximize your crop's potential. Nature's brand liquid fertilizer.
Here's one of the more distinctive looking tractors in the pulling circuit.
Yeah, Scott Holtgrew comes out of Atkinson, Nebraska. This guy won the points in 2020 with the Voodoo Deer.
This year sits in 4th.
Now, last season, coming off that points championship win, his first hook of the season last year was in Ravenna, Nebraska, when he had total catastrophic damage to the engine there to lead us off and kind of tainted that 2021 season. But having a good run this year, sits in the number 4 spot. Had some really good runs as of late. 345.65. Colin Weens sitting out front right now.
While we're waiting for him to spool all the turbos up, I still have that DeWalt package. Come up, tell me, it's found by the porta potties. Tell me the initials on it, and it's yours. Scott Holgrew says, I'm not going to go over there where the other people all go. I'm going to make my own road.
Going to be started here shortly. I'm just waiting for Ron to jump on the show. We have Jeff Darnell joining us tonight from the Rocky Mountains National Truck and Tractor Pull in Windsor, Colorado this Friday and Saturday. We had them on Let's Grow Pulling live as well, but tonight we are featuring all Outlaws, and we're going to be started with you very, very shortly. I'm just waiting for Ron to jump on. I know he was doing some traveling, and we are watching a replay of outlawpulling.tv from Madison, South Dakota. So enjoy the video for a few more minutes, and then Ron and I will come on and we'll start our show.
Engine gets hot, and they just don't want to idle it back to the pits, so they just soon be pulled back to their trucks. Probably nothing wrong. He just wants to be pulled back.
Yeah, they built a lot of heat forcing all that air and fuel into these engines. Engines were not designed to do what they're doing with them out here. They're pushing them to the absolute limits.
We talk boost, and they measure boost in hundreds of pounds.
Correct.
Mr. Darnell, how are you tonight, buddy?
How are you, Jason? Good.
Good, buddy. We're live. I just wanted to kind of giving Ron a few minutes. I'm just playing some videos from Madison, South Dakota. So, but we can start yakking.
Not a problem.
How are things looking in Windsor, bud?
I'm actually at the pool site tonight.
Awesome. Do you have decent enough internet
At
that
the
you
pool
can walk
site
around?
tonight, so I'm trying to make the Wi-Fi work. So hopefully,
Yeah. Do you have enough internet to walk around and show stuff off, or do you need to stay close to the truck?
stay close to the truck because that's the Wi-Fi hotspot.
Yep.
But we can drive around.
No, that's fine. I'm just checking. I like to do different things when we can. So
Yep, absolutely.
Ron said he'll be in Scotts Bluff in about 20 minutes. Do you know where Scotts Bluff is?
That is my hometown.
Okay. So he must be out. He's trying to get there. So we'll just get started. I'm going to bring up the first post right now that you shared on your Facebook page today. Let's see here. Advanced ticket sales. I kind of want to go through that with everybody. So this is a chance for fans, Jeff, to come in and do some advanced ticket sales, correct?
Correct. So there's been online ticket sales going on here for a few weeks now. They're actually at a discounted rate. If you wait to get to the gate, they actually do go up a bit, not much, but they do go up a bit. And in addition to not only the discount, it's also a good chance to skip the lines because we are expecting some pretty large lines. So it'd be good to get your tickets ahead of time.
Yep, no, it's great. And again, welcome to Outlawed Live. We do this every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Ron Stone and I are your hosts, and Jeff Darnell, the promoter of the Rocky Mountains National Truck and Tractor Pull, is joining us right now. The largest pull west of the Mississippi. They're doing something special. If you watch Let's Grow Pulling live last night, Matt was on. Matt sent me a friend request today, or a LinkedIn request, so that was cool. I like that. So it made me smile.
Awesome.
I saw that come through, Jeff. Anyway, just super excited. The pullers are excited. It's a new venue. I know some of the pullers went out there last year, but last year was kind of just you kind of put some classes out there and, like you said, begged people to come out there. And this year you teamed up with the Outlaws, and we have 150 commits. Does that sound right now?
I think right now we're at 167.
Okay, 167. So that's a very, very full show. A very, very full show. And
Very
the fans
full.
are going to get to see all the good, all the big classes that the Outlaws have to offer this Friday and Saturday. Now, pulling starts at 4 o'clock Friday and Saturday, but the gates open at 2, right? Can you kind of talk about some of the pre-pulling festivities, Jeff, that you plan on doing?
So we call it the pre-party. That's actually all the spectators that are coming have full access to the pits. There's a go back to the pitch and go back there, interact with the pullers. I know the pullers with them, so there's music going on. I think I mentioned to you before, Jason, the speakers are actually rock concert speakers. So I don't remember what 24 feet tall by 6.5 feet wide. So there's going to be plenty of music going on, food, drink, other different activities going on around the site.
Yeah, you broke up there a little bit, but he's talking about there'll be food and beer and drinks and everything on site. So leave your coolers in the car, but they can bring lawn chairs, right, Jeff?
It's the only chair you're going to have. If you don't bring a lawn chair, you'll be bring your favorite blanket. This is a natural outdoor amphitheater, and hopefully I'll be able to show you here in a little bit. By the way, Jason, is there a way on your app here to actually turn the camera around, or I just turn the camera around?
I think so. We can try. I guess I've never been asked that question before. I can see what stream. If you want to take a look at your phone and see what it does, if there's a little camera switch, there you go. You did it.
You're at
the top of the ski hill right now.
We're at the middle of the ski hill right now.
Okay. Let me make you bigger.
Yeah.
Give me a second. There we go. Okay, got it.
So I'm actually sitting by the VIP tent and then some of the beer gardens. These are where all the food trucks will be.
Okay.
You can see down below on the right hand. I don't know on the screen there. It might be your left hand side, but
nope, it's a right hand.
Between the berm and the first set of jersey barriers, there's actually 2 replay screens going on, as well as all the TV production equipment. Then there's 15 feet for a return lane after the competitors finish. And then you got on the other side of the jersey barriers there, you have track number 1. We're actually putting light plants down the center of those 2 tracks. So the next track is the left. Then you'll see over here, there's more beer gardens and refreshment tents down below. And that's where it's all in a inclined amphitheater where
I love it. You're breaking up just a touch, Jeff. Yep, you broke up just a touch, but if you just joined us, Jeff Darnell's with us, the promoter of the Rocky Mountains National Truck and Tractor Pull this Friday, September 2nd, Saturday, September 3rd. He's in his truck at the pull site right now and was kind of giving us some angles there, showing us the beer garden and the pulling tracks and like the natural amphitheater seating. So what I want to know is, for those of you that are watching the show right now, whether you're a puller or whether you're a fan, are you going to Windsor, Colorado this Friday and or Saturday? Please type it in the comments. Or if you went last year, let me know. I'd like to hear some feedback from you of what you thought last year and how much you're excited about looking to this year. So, Jeff, do I got you back, buddy?
I can hear you if you can hear me.
Yep, got you back. So
I'm going to go outside the bowl here. I'm going to go back to the very top. I think I'll get a better signal.
okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Again, are all the ticket sales online, Jeff? All the pre-event ticket sales?
All ticket sales are online. You can go to RockyMountainNationals.com. It's RockyMTNNationals.com. And there's a link on there as well as different information about the pool in general, where people can actually purchase their tickets online and get a digital ticket on their phone.
Okay. So Rocky, just like it sounds, Rocky Mountains?
Rocky, and then the mountain is MTN, RockyMTNNationals.com.
Got it. I'm going to put that in that website in there for everybody, so you can check that out. Brian Schaefer says, going. Loved it last year. Can't wait to see this year. Brian, where are you from? I'm kind of curious to see if you're from Colorado or what do you got going on there. Dave Nelson guy says he's going to go. He better go. He's like one of the owners of the Outlaws. We're glad he's going out there. So that's cool. I'm on your website
so Jason,
right now.
Do I have a better signal now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now
I'm on your website. I'm on your website right now, Jeff. Brighton. Brian Schaefer's from Brighton. Okay, I'm assuming that's Brighton, Colorado. So that's
Brighton, Colorado.
I'm on the RockyMountainNationals.com website right now, and you can click on it in the comments, folks. And here's a home. Here's how you get your tickets. 25. You save $5 by buying them ahead of time. So that's really it's a simple math. And you just click on this, and away you go. And he said that he sends it right to your phone, and they can scan it at the gate, just like going to the Broncos game. So here's a gallery. Here's some pictures. We talked about they use a lot of Ryan and Cody. They did a lot of photos from them, from Jeff. Jeff, can you hear me at all? Or are you froze, buddy? Looks like you're giving me the salute sign. So I want to flip through some of the photos while Jeff gets rebooted here.
Did I come back, Jason?
Yep, there you are, buddy.
Okay.
So just flipping through some of the photos on the screen of some of the pullers that are going to be there this weekend, Jeff. Did you say you got some pullers there already? Did you say justices are there from Ohio?
They're actually it's not just Out for Justice is one of their tractors.
Oh, Parker's. It's Parker's.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Parker's. Yeah.
Yep.
Jeff and Josh Parker. They actually pulled in. They're actually sitting by one of the lakes here on the beach. Rented a car and are headed into the mountains right now to check things out.
I like it. Doing a little sightseeing while they're out there. So
I think Kevin Bauer is also here. I think he came in on Sunday, if I hear correctly. He's got his Harley Davidson attached to the sled, and they're also in the mountains driving around.
Nice. Again, I'm just flipping through some photos of some of the trucks and tractors you're going to see out there this week in Windsor, Colorado. So, Jeff, with year two, what did you learn last year after year one as you head into year two? I mean, it's always stressful to be a promoter, especially to the magnitude of something this big. But what have you learned so far? Or what are you feeling better about?
Our biggest learning point last year was parking. It was a celebration it was a Remembrance Day celebration to honor all of our fallen heroes. And what we learned from that point is it was a free event last year. It's actually a charge ticket event this year. When you do a free event, you have no idea how many people are going to show up. Last year we had 20,000+ people show up, and we had somewhat of a disaster going on from a parking situation.
Yep.
We had cars parked a mile and a half down the road, and the sheriff didn't necessarily care for that too much. So this year it is a ticketed event. We've actually raised it up to 8 people a day. There are a limited amount of tickets. I think we're halfway through that. Actually, I think it's over halfway through that now. And it's all due to parking. So it doesn't sound like a complicated situation, but parking is a complicated situation.
No, I mean, it's all part of it. I mean, you got this, you got that, you got food, you got porta potties, all the different things we talked about, last night on the show as well.
It was
So,
actually, yeah, we actually had really good. We never ran out of food last year. We went through 3 semi-trailers of beer, close to $100,000 worth of liquor, and I don't know how much pop and water because it was pretty hot out that day. So that was a learning point. It actually worked out well. So we're actually replicating that piece of the track itself. Everybody thinks we have a lot of sand out here. Last year was actually engineered construction dirt. So it was actually the soil itself for the track was good. The challenge we had is we didn't have enough water in it to begin with, and we couldn't catch up. It was over 100 degrees that day. This year, we actually corrected that, hopefully. We have gray clay. The track is made of gray clay. It should hook very, very well. And we've had an underground spring system on it for the last 3 months. We shut it off about a week ago to make sure it wasn't too wet. And right now there's Kentucky bluegrass growing across the entire track, and that's going to get cut off tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's one of the most important things, that you get some organic material in it, Jeff, into your track, so it can go through a winter, and freeze and thaw and crack and all the things it needs to do and get that. So super, super happy that you're getting all that going. So I got a picture up. That is Parker's rig right there. I got it pictured up. That's on your JD Farms Pulling Facebook page. I wanted to share that out there. So
that is correct.
Scrappy could win in 4 different states this year. That would be amazing. Yeah. Doug Meissinger out of Goodland, Kansas. This is like a hometown pull for him. He only lives a couple hours from you guys, and it's one of the toughest diesel supers in the country this year. Absolutely stacked up against best of the best, and going for the sweep, if you know what I'm saying here. It'd be pretty neat if you could come out there and pull it off like he has been the rest of the year. So we'll see if other guys stepped it up or got some things figured out and can hang with him or not. So we'll just have to check it out. So we'll just have to check it out. So I'm gonna flip through some of the photos.
He didn't get a pull last year, but he's been a great supporter of what we're trying to do out here.
And I know it's just a bag of ice on the screen right now, Jeff, but you guys are giving free bags or free ice to the pullers, because some of the guys have. I don't know if we have any classes with intercoolers. I think our diesel trucks can run intercoolers, but just I'm trying to think. I know some of the, I don't know if the pro class run
intercoolers.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know which classes do it. Some do and some don't, but it just as a puller, we don't got to run around grabbing all that, and that's a nice little touch. Little things like that from a promoter to a puller, Jeff, can go a long way. So kudos to you guys for doing that as well. So, Ference May tried coming on the show.
What are we going to do to help the pullers come out?
Yeah, Ference tried coming on the show last night, to talk about, he'd been out there last year and really wanted to come on and say the hospitality and what you guys are trying to do to make this happen. He had bad internet, but, he was commenting in the comments to let people know that you guys really work hard to accommodate the pullers. And that's really, really neat. That's really, really neat. So
without the support of all the pullers, we don't have a show. And
yeah.
Jason, I know you believe in this. We're really trying to grow the sport of pulling out here. We do have a small group out here, but we're trying to grow it bigger and bigger. We don't have the same opportunities that the Midwest has. But we couldn't have that opportunity without the pullers supporting us coming out this direction. So
yeah. Well, I mean, you have something unique too. I mean, Jeff, you have, we talked about it last night. You have fans that moved to Colorado. They're really from pulling populated areas like the Midwest who have settled out there for jobs or whatever reason in Colorado. And they missed the sport of truck and tractor pulling, and you guys are bringing, reintroducing it back into their lives. And it's a natural footprint for the Outlaws too, as they continue to spread west with the Heartland division, and who else knows what the guys are going to come up with here in the next couple of years. But it's thirsty for it, and like the Midwest is kind of oversaturated, Jeff. Every weekend there's 5 or 6 pulls within 60 miles of our house, and for you guys, this is like is the Super Bowl of pulling in Colorado. This is the big dog, and you're bringing in the Outlaws, and the fans are going to be jacked. The pullers are excited. This can be with the nice golf course, right there. Basically, this can be a legit destination vacation type of event for fans and for pullers. I think once people get out there and go, wow, there's a PGA Tour golf course right next door. Hey, next year I'm going to come out Thursday, My wife just heard me say that, so she might come out now. So we'll just have to see. So.
It's interesting because Windsor has the mountains right next to us. We have the nice golf course you mentioned. We have some great lakes and beaches around. Probably not as many lakes as up by you, Jason, but we have quite a few lakes around here. There's other pullers that are actually bringing their quads out. They're actually heading up into the mountains to go right up in the mountains with those for a while. So it's for a lot of people, I believe.
Well, it's a nice weekend too. Labor Day weekend. It's kind of the marks technically the end of summer, back to school time, and kind of one last hurrah for everybody. I know some schools. When does school start back in Colorado? Are you guys back in, or does it start next week? Or
it started 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago? What? You don't love your kids, or what, Darnell, out there?
First week of August, they got to get back to school.
Okay, when do they get out of school?
In May.
Okay. Well, maybe it works out.
I want to say it's like May 24th or something like that. Okay.
All right, so today's Tuesday. We start pulling Friday. What's the next couple days look like for you and the team out there?
So tomorrow at the track, we're actually on the track. We're probably going to take about 2 to 3 inches off the top of it, stack it up. The speaker systems and the video platforms for all the video crews are all going up the next couple days. Kurt and his team are going to be out here along with Kevin to start the track. I think we're all meeting out here tomorrow night to actually look at a game plan, look at the dirt. We have a special disc coming out that has like 30, I want to say they're about 30-inch in diameter disc on it to actually really rip up the soil as deep as Kevin wants to rip it, and then start working the track. Beyond that, there's all kinds of, as you know, doing this before, there's all kinds of listings and questions from any of the pullers out there. By the way, if any pullers have any questions, don't hesitate. Reach out. Happy to help. Whatever we can do to help you guys out, make this a great experience.
Yep, no, I love it. And again, if you're just joining us, talking with Jeff Darnell, promoter of the Rocky Mountains Nationals Truck and Tractor Pull this Friday, Saturday, 4 p.m. start time, both times. That's Mountain Standard Time, or MST, or whatever that stands for. I just know Mountain Time. And it's $25 to get in if you buy your tickets now per day. It'll be $30 at the gate, but you can get a weekend pass now for $45, or it'll be $50 at the gate. But like I said, we're looking at 160 plus hooks each night, 2 tracks. You're going to see mods, pro stocks, diesel supers, all the big classes, high horsepower tractors making over 4,000 or 5,000 horsepower with the modifieds and different things like that. So it's going to be great. If any of you have any questions or thoughts or anything like that, please type them into the comments. Brian Schaefer from Brighton, Colorado was there last year. He can't wait this year. Brian, fans like you, we need you to be like, hey, let all your friends and family know that's going on again this year. That's really, really important. Have you heard any, after having a free event last year, Jeff, has there been any grumbling that, you're going to charge me to get in this year? Or what have people been saying?
Jeff, as a response, like I said, we're probably halfway through our ticket sales as we stand today. Just today alone, I think we sold over 2,000 tickets today.
Oh, great!
So there's been a very positive response.
Great. That's so good to hear. That is so good to hear. I'm so excited. I can't wait for Friday to jump on the airplane and zoom out there and see everybody. So it's going to be fun. So my team's leaving tomorrow morning with the merchandise trailer. They're going to hit the Farm Progress Show in Ames, Iowa, and then they plan to be in Windsor Thursday night. So excited for them to have a safe drive as well. What else do we want to cover, Jeff, tonight? Because I know you got a lot of things to do, but Ron and I wanted to get you on the show tonight.
Well, yeah, if I can just clear some things up for the pullers out there. We actually set back in February with the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pullers Association. There's been rumors that the purse has been lowered. The purse is actually over $200,000. It's never changed. It's actually went up by $18,000. Snap-on of Northern Colorado was generous enough to donate about $18,000 worth of tools. So every class of both nights we ran $500 worth of tools. So just want to clear that up. Mention the purse in Outlaw history, and money's in the bank for the pullers.
No, that's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, they're all. Everybody's running. Let's say live in Texas. the Texas pullers, they go hard all summer long to run with the Outlaws. But yeah, for a lot of guys, this is the farthest they'll ever be away from home with the truck and the trailer. So I hope everybody has a safe trip and nobody blows any tires or anything like that. So that'd be great. So
that last one you had on the screen. Also, there's the pits will be open for those that are actually coming in early. Tomorrow they're open, they're ready to go. We have the pits are large. Hopefully we can keep it organized. Last year we had chalk marks all chalked out. It will not be like that because we actually have grass on the ground on this one. But it's a large pit area.
Awesome. That is awesome. I love it, love it, love it. Just kind of scrolling through the Facebook page right now. I wanted to, if you don't mind, before we let you go, let's kind of go through. This is, what angle are we sitting at right now in this picture? We're looking, this would be the end of the pulling track, correct? The starting line.
You're actually at the starting line right there.
Okay. So they're going to pull.
So there's the end of that track. Yep. There's 400 feet there. And then towards the hill, the elevation change, it's hard to see in a picture, but that's about 400 feet between the pulling track and the top of that hill. So you're pulling directly at that hill.
When you opened up the show, Jeff, were you sitting at the top of that hill?
Well, yeah. Well, no, actually I am now. I don't know if it's just going to work or not. We'll give it a shot. Can you see it now?
Yeah. Here, let me make you big. I'll stop sharing this photo. I'll make you bigger. It's just neat to see this. Show us everybody. Okay, so you're at the top of the hill right now.
I am at the very, very top. It gets a little scary trying to drive off the edge here, but that's down to the. So what I'm on, this is actually the longest sledding hill in Colorado. The run golf course. That's the longest golf course in the United States, the second longest in the world. And you can see the mountains right here. If you want to see views, this place has unbelievable views of the Rocky Mountains. Hopefully I'm not making you guys sick. But over there, if you see off in the distance, you can see all the pits. It's all mowed down. I'd say it's probably about a quarter of a mile by a quarter of a mile is the size of the pits. And you can see the beer gardens and the VIP tents being set up as we speak.
No, that's awesome. That is awesome. I'm so glad that you were able to come on tonight, Jeff, and kind of give us a tutorial and a video tutorial, actually, of what everything looks like. Because that's really the biggest thing for people who've never been there. New venue, new state, everything. I think everybody's, excited to get out there and check it out. So I think you're going to start seeing a lot of people start rolling in Wednesday afternoon and probably Thursday morning would be my guess. So.
We'll come out. We'd love to have everybody. It's going to be a show that, quite honestly, has never been, I confidently say never has been seen in Colorado before. So, and quite honestly, speaking to Kurt, Outlaws are well known across the country. It's going to be a special Outlaw show. So look forward to having you out.
Nope, that sounds great, but you have a good night. You're starting to break up again, Jeff. If you need anything, call me.
Do something. Yep.
Okay. All right, buddy. Have a good night.
That's it.
See you, bud. Jeff was breaking up there a little bit at the end. Ron should be joining me any minute. He was heading into, I think he said Scottsdale. He was messaging me on Facebook. I don't remember, but you see the professionalism of what they're trying to do out there, the venue, what they're trying to do. And like I said, they have the insight, they have the backing, the sponsors to really make this special. And obviously the Outlaws will support it all that they can. So I'm going to bring up some video from Chickasha, Oklahoma this past week and just kind of let this play in the background as we talk. Jeff, did you come back? Okay, I lost him. So that's okay. We got everything we wanted to do. So I love all the comments about the professionalism and everything that's going on there. So that's super cool. Like I said, I'm excited. Super excited for the event. It's going to be good for the sport of truck and tractor pulling, new venue, new area, different things like that to put it together. So I'm playing some video right now from Chickasha, Oklahoma last weekend. I'm going to get the app out here in a little bit. I hope Ron can come on and join me. But we appreciate you tuning in every Tuesday night with us. Outlawed Live. We've been consistently doing this for about a year and a half now. And we appreciate all the comments and people come up and say, hey, we watch you every Tuesday night. And it's fun to hear. And we really, really appreciate that because we do have a lot of people. We have a couple hundred people watching right now. And then people can go back and watch on YouTube or on Facebook, or they can listen on iTunes or Spotify. We give everybody a chance really to a lot of different ways to come in and check it out. So is there a place you have to see who won the Outlaw banners? No, I don't know, Russ, the question of that answer to that question or not. But speaking of Chickasha, Oklahoma, I just put some video up on the screen. We'll let that play in the background. Josh Runyon, Outlaw announcer and Outlaw promoter, year number 2, and he's still alive. So, Josh,
hey, Jason, how are you?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, out here just cleaning things up, man. It was a big weekend here in Chickasha.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I mean, crowd-wise, are you happy? Okay, let's summarize it.
Yeah, we had a good crowd. You know, Friday was a little bit light, but that's known to happen.
Yep.
And then Saturday, we had a killer crowd. We had stands completely packed on Saturday. Couldn't have asked for a better crowd out here. Great group of pullers. We had, I think, 38 hooks on Friday and 37 on Saturday. We only lost 1. So,
and did you get to drive a diesel
smooth,
truck? Is
flawless, just absolutely fantastic time out here for the fans and the pullers.
Yeah. So the feedback is for, last year you did one night and then right away they're like, hey, do 2 nights. Everybody's back on board for 2 nights again next year, Josh?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yep, we've already got it scheduled with the fair board to go 2 nights again next year. It couldn't be better down here.
And did you get to drive a diesel truck?
I did. On Friday night, I was the first diesel truck to ever go down the track in Chickasha, Oklahoma.
So I think I picked Friday here. So did you drive Vanessa? What's Buck's wife's name?
Vanessa.
Vanessa, that's what I thought. Is this you?
No, that's Buck's truck.
Okay, so I got to go back a little bit. Shoot, excuse me. So you had a couple of TTTPA classes as well?
Yeah, we had the sheet metal tractor that you just seen there. There's the one I drove.
We got to turn the sound on for this.
Honey and Gator helping us out. This is the uncommon Dodge, usually driven by Vanessa.
That's Saturday night. I drove it on Friday.
Oh, okay.
That's Richie Schaefer driving it right there. The white Dodge that was pulling just a minute ago, that's his daughter that drives that truck.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. I bet the crowd really, really liked the diesel trucks.
Oh, man, they went nuts over them. Yeah, if you can jump back to Friday, you'll see me in it.
Yep, I will do that in just a second. How'd you do Friday night?
We had about 1,500 people in on Friday, and we were up bumping 3,000 on Saturday. So,
okay, awesome. Joshua,
Friday night football games are going.
Yep,
all that good stuff. So,
will you be adding any classes to Chickasha next year? Great weekend, well done. That's Joshua Sorek says that. So,
well, Josh, we are talking about adding a couple classes. I'm not going to tip our hat just yet on what we're thinking, but keep watching. Yeah, there's a good possibility of changing the show up a little bit and adding another class or 2.
Good deal. Robert Miner says, how much different in the rules between the Outlaws and the Rocky Mountain Pullers? So, Robert, it's actually an outlaw pull. So they're running outlaw rules out there in Colorado this weekend. I don't know a lot about this. It's the Rocky Mountain Nationals Truck and Tractor Pull, and the Outlaws are the sanctioning body. Like NTPA is the Bowling Green, what the Outlaws are to the Rocky Mountain Nationals Truck and Tractor Pull. I hope that makes sense. If that doesn't, please let me know, and I will try to explain it some more. So, Josh, I know how hard it is to promote a pull and to do all the things that you do. I'm surprised that you can still talk.
Say that again, Jason.
I said I'm surprised that you can still talk after all that.
If you can pick it up, I'm a little hoarse this morning.
Just a touch.
Whatever you want to call it.
Just a touch.
It was a long weekend. Let's put it that way.
What's the biggest takeaway that you have as a promoter year 2 working with the Outlaws? The only outlaw pull in Oklahoma, right?
Only outlaw pull in the state, only sanctioned pull period in the state of Oklahoma. And we're proud to have the Outlaws as that sanctioning body. And man, it's just, we were smoother this year than last year. I was so much less stressed. Last year we come into it, we had an idea of what needed to be done, but the first year you never know exactly everything that needs to be done. So we were able to plan better this year. You can see me and my wife there walking around throwing out some merchandise. We had things covered a lot better on the front end of the house, so it just worked out really good.
No, that's great. Was the fair board happy and everything like that as well?
Oh yeah, the fair board was tickled to death. Like I said, we had a good turnout. We had Mike Galloway over announcing a little bit. He got to do a little bit of talking, which I think he enjoyed that. He'll never admit it, but I think he enjoyed it.
I'm sure
and
he
got to visit with some of his old friends, so that always is nice.
Did Purser make it out with Uncle Sam?
Purser did not.
Okay.
He was over in Ohio this weekend by himself, and so he did not make it out.
Yep. No, you had a great show without him. I was just curious. That's something special to have somebody of that magnitude show up in the history of his name, in the sport of pulling. So
yeah. Are you on Friday night there?
No, I'm gonna go find that now. Give me a second. You keep talking so I can go look for Friday.
Yeah, Purser, he wasn't able to make it. He was by himself over in Ohio. That's almost a 20-hour drive from where he pulls on Friday night. So that was just one of them things. He wasn't able to make it. We did have 3 semis show up. So that was really cool. We pulled them at the end of the show, kind of work stock trucks. Some guys from around here within an hour or so of town, the Cliftons. Some people may recognize them. They pulled around and done some racing and stuff. That was the first time I had ever got to see those guys pull, so that was a real treat for me. And then Dustin Beckett brought his big black Ford truck down here. He flew the colors, opened our show, and actually made a pull with it on Saturday. So that worked really good. We were sure proud to have him down here with us. Lloyd Newton brought his single engine tractor up out of Kingston.
Okay.
Made one of the better passes I've seen that tractor make. I mean, he pulled the heavy mod sled and was right up there with it. I mean, he wasn't in the top 3. We had that pull off that we had to decide on Saturday, but he laid down a heck of a pass with that single engine tractor. So there's Mr. Stone.
How's it going, guys?
Good, you?
Great. Just got into Scottsbluff, Nebraska. I'm live to you from the Home Depot parking lot in Scottsbluff.
I'm bringing up. So Josh, well, we had Jeff on. Jeff was great. He was on top of the hill. We showed the starting line. We showed the finish line. They're getting things set up in Windsor. And then Josh came on about 5 minutes ago to start talking about Chickasha to wrap things up a little bit. Cool. So Josh got to drive a diesel truck at his hometown pull.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I'm bringing it up on the screen right now because I'm awesome like that.
There you go.
I'm glad I spent my money, my $39.95 a month on outlawpulling.tv.
Running duels on the back of it. All of the trucks, I believe, was in this.
See right there to the right of the truck. That's Buck. He's the gentleman that owns it. And something about that truck that's a little bit what contributes to the name of it is that is an automatic
transmission. They roll the slack out of the chain. You got to leave with a tight or taut chain. You can't run a jerk start at it. Like to thank J&E Tree Service, really an outstanding tree service company here in Chickasha. And if you've got some old unwanted trees around, J&E's the place to call. Good people.
Well, I remember
Here
hearing
comes
that.
Josh. Let's see what happens.
Calling the show at Camper Arena in 1988.
Wait for the green.
Uh-huh.
That's a name. That's a voice we all kind of get a little goosebumpy.
Everything's hooked.
Buck's like, you take it to that button right there. You don't let the clutch out until you see that number.
We got green. Here comes the uncommon Dodge. The Cummings.
The Clint Medding type pep talk there.
So let's give him a great big round of applause. Let's give the Dodge boys.
So how'd you do? How'd you finish, Runyon?
Finished 5th
Nice.
out of 5.
Okay. You don't have to say that. That's up to you. So.
Nah, it's okay, man. It was one of them deals. That was the 3rd hook down the track, and we all finished in the reverse order of how we pulled. Every truck went about 8 feet farther. So
Yeah, I've been there, done that. So that makes sense. That makes sense.
I was right on par with the rest of them. They didn't leave me by any distance more than one left the other. So
Yep.
that's what I was saying. The name of that truck is attributed partly to the fact that is a Dodge automatic transmission in that thing.
Yeah, you can hear it shift when it goes down the track.
Yeah.
So
And if you know Dodges, you know how reliable their automatics are known to not be. So
Hey, now I had a Dodge had over 300,000 on it before I had to rebuild mine.
all right.
maybe Josh is just a bad driver around. Is that what you're saying?
He's hard on equipment.
He's hard.
Yeah.
This is why you can't have anything nice, Runyon. You know that saying.
Hey, I've got nothing against the Cummins, but I would really like to sit down and talk to the automatic transmission engineers.
Let's work on that. Let's work on that. So, anybody watching the show, as an engineer at Dodge, please let us know. And they
Runyon, I'm a master at making automatic transmissions last forever. You just got to take care of them, buddy. Just got to take care of them.
Yeah.
They have filters in them just like engines do. You know,
Oh, yeah.
the fans have to be adjusted and things like that. A lot of people don't realize that. So.
Yep. But
Well,
no,
Ron,
we had great
go ahead,
turnout.
Josh.
So.
No, Ron, what's going on in your world, buddy? How far are you from Windsor?
I'm within 3 hours, I believe, of Windsor here at Scotts Bluff. I tell you what, some of the scenery coming down here, and I wouldn't have wanted to have broke down anywhere on some of the roads I was on, but wow, some of the scenery is like postcard, calendar type material. I mean, pretty wild. Some of the scenery just coming down these 2-lane roads from South Dakota. I turned and went south at Kadoka, I think, or I think that's how it's pronounced, but it's how it looks anyway, in South Dakota. And made it here to Scotts Bluff just minutes ago, and I'm within 3 hours, I think, 2 hours and something of Windsor. So
Jeff Parker's there with Out for Justice. They're in the Road Gear Farmer. They have their rig parked, and they went out for a ride in the mountains. Kevin Bauer's there. I think him and Lori are out cruising around on the Harley. Those are the 2 people he's seen there for sure so far. And I told him I guarantee a lot of people start rolling in tomorrow and Thursday. And I think once people realize how neat of a place this is, Ron, I think it's going to turn into almost like a vacation spot. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, I think that's the goal too. You know, 2 hours and 23 minutes for me from where I'm at. So
Okay.
I'm not
You gonna finish tonight after the show, or are you just gonna stay there?
I think I'm just going to stay here.
Yep.
You know, I'm on Mountain Time where I'm at, so it's 6:41 here. Be done at 7. I mean, I could literally go on and be there by 10, I guess.
Yep.
But there's a truck wash here in town. I want to get the Kenworth washed. It needs it before I go on. And I'll have plenty of time tomorrow and Thursday to get things set up and be good to go.
Good deal. No, it's looking good. We have rock, what they say, rock concert size speakers. Like our speakers are like 24 feet tall. Rock. So.
Oh, for us to announce through.
Yep.
Oh, I may have to do a little crooning through those when we're doing sound check, maybe.
Yep.
Oh, good boy. Good Lord.
I told them.
Jason,
Well, everybody knows you can
tall
sing.
speaker. Oh my.
What's that? What's
I
that,
said
Runyon?
Jason through a 20-foot tall speaker.
Why is
Oh,
everybody
boy,
always?
Colorado is not ready for this.
Why does everybody always worry about me, Josh? I'm so well behaved. I don't know.
Josh, I've heard Jason sing. It's been very late at night.
It was early in the morning. Yeah, after ZZ Top, Ron and I, was it after ZZ Top or Alanis Morissette? Who'd we follow?
It was after ZZ Top and you and I and Uncle Paul and Jeff
Yep,
Sievertson,
Uncle
not Jeff, but Lucas Sievertson.
Yep, we had a good time.
Had a good time.
We had a good time. No, this Colorado deal, the golf course next to it is a PGA style golf course. It's the longest golf course in the United States of America. And he was showing views of the Rocky Mountains earlier off to the west. It's going to be, we need to do a really good job, Ron, and all the media that are out there of getting pictures and video and getting it on the web to really grow this thing for next year as well. So he said they sold 2,000 tickets online today. So last year, this was a free event, and they did this big, gigantic, like Freedom Fest for Labor Day weekend. They had like monster trucks, dirt bikes, everything. They estimate 40,000 people there last year for the free event. So this year's just truck and tractor pull, but the F-16s are going to fly over. It's just a really cool venue. The guy who owns this ground owns the farm team of the Colorado Avalanche. They're called the Colorado Eagles. So last night when they came on Let's Grow Pulling last night, they were sitting in a boardroom. And tonight, Darnell was out at the track in his truck. So I like that, so we could see a couple different things going on out there. So, yep. So
we're still watching highlights of Chickasha, correct?
Yep, we're just so last week and this week. From now on, Ron, I'm just going to leave outlawpulling.tv in the background, just with just no sound. I think it's they can listen. People can listen to us talk, and then when we need to put up a picture, I'll just throw one up there. But I started out the show with Madison, South Dakota. I had the Unlimited Supers up there. People always love those. Who was announcing with you out there, Ron?
That was Dale Bartell.
Does he? I've never heard his voice before. Is he a local guy out there?
Yeah, he has something to do with the event there. I know he was set to announce with me there last year. Of course, we got rained out. He did Mercer, Missouri this year.
Okay.
And I think Bowling Green, Missouri. I think those were the two shows he did solo. I was in Iowa. So, yeah, he has a good voice. I mean.
Yeah, no, he sounded good. I just didn't recognize it. Jason, you should show Madison's crowd. We'll look at what I can do.
Yeah, they had a massive crowd there.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I don't mean to leave you short, but it looks like I'm fixing to get rained on, and I've got a truck bed full of audio equipment, so I need to get this inside pretty quick.
See you, buddy. Hey, thank you for promoting. Thank you for promoting, Josh.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Here's Prairie Village, Madison. Thank you for the heads up on that, Koima. Appreciate that. Do they pan the crowd at the beginning at all, Ron, or will we kind of pick it up when they go down?
I'm not certain.
Yeah, you haven't seen.
I'm sure at some point, but I'm not sure where it would be. But yeah, they had a massive crowd there. Both sides of the track. I mean, it's stands completely full, lawn chairs. Pretty neat place there. It's if you like antique tractors and steam engines, you got to check that place out.
I kind of caught a glimpse of the right side there, but yeah, no, I can. It definitely looks very, very full. So that's awesome.
Yeah, they have some pretty tall bleachers there, and they had them full.
Good deal. Here you can kind of see to the right of the tractor as you're looking at it here. Then before they panned out a little bit, but yeah, no, that's awesome. The best thing in the world, Ron, is a full crowd. It really is. As an announcer, as a puller, as a spectator, just makes you feel like you're part of something. So.
Well, I'm going to send you a picture. There was a couple there that wanted to get their picture with me. I was like, whatever for. And they said they were regular watchers of the show on Tuesday nights. And I'm going to send you a picture right now of them. They wanted to get a picture.
Remember at the state fair, a couple people walked up to us and we were looking for my dad. So.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We're going to have to get hero cards, Ron. Stone and Schultz. Schultz and Stone or Stone and Schultz? What sounds better?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Check that out when you get it. Post that up.
I'm doing it right now.
He's wearing a Remedy hoodie as well.
Attaboy.
They were big fans, so they never miss a show, which is
that's awesome. Cool. Well, hi, guys. We don't know your name, but hi, guys.
Did you get it there?
I'm it up right now. Yep, I'm just queuing it up. I'm downloading it. There they are. Rust Ostel says he has bodyguards if we need them, Ron. If we get too famous, like
gotcha.
like a posse, whatever. So
We have the
that's
Ulmer
cool.
Mafia to look after us, from
We
time to
do,
time.
yeah. You guys be careful. The Ulmers will. They drive 79 Cadillacs. Big trunks. No, that's super cool. Thank you for watching our show every Tuesday night. Ron and I look forward to this, and we love talking outlaw truck and tractor pulling. We love reviewing last weekend, previewing upcoming pulls. We always have a promoter or a puller. And this weekend we'll kind of go back into that Young Gun Legend series, try to rotate that back around when there's not pulling, to tell to show you behind the scenes, behind the helmet, if you will, of what's going on in people's lives, who they are when they're not truck and tractor pulling. And the Mark Ulmer interview was one of the more popular ones we ever did. When what are some other names? Trying to think. Wayne Longnecker. Some of the ones we've done, Ron, with just real people have been around for a long, long time, and it gives them a chance. And for all the bad things about social media, it sure has been good for the sport of pulling for us to get things out there, Ron. I really very, very thankful for it. So
yeah, it's nice to have some positive coming out of it.
yeah.
Some of the legends are, the guys that we consider legends. Some of them are a little harder to lasso and get them onto the show. I think you getting them in the pits, getting the behind the helmet or under the helmet. Which is it? Behind the helmet.
Behind the helmet. Yep.
You kind of ambush them, and they don't have a choice. So you have to interview them, but trying to round them up for the show, a lot of them honestly are shy or simply aren't comfortable talking about themselves, So
yep.
Some of those guys are a little harder to get to come on.
So both we tried this at Gordyville 3 or 4 years ago, where we asked all the pullers to give us a song, and it was a logistic nightmare trying to announce everybody and play the song. And Zolik was trying to help me, but both, if you want to get us a song, I'm sure we can plug our iPhone or whatever into the sound system, and we can play a song for the Griffin Growl. So, what should the song be for Doug Both, the Griffin Growl? What do you think when he comes up to the starting line there, Ron? What would you pick?
I have to think about that one. We did that when I was with the Flint Hills Truck Pullers. We did that, had the pullers come up with a song. And
yeah, I love it. It just, like I said, you got to be ready. You need to have a computer and almost have them kind of queued up with their name and stuff like that. So that's
the only thing. The complications come with that, Jason, and especially live streaming, is the fact that licensing, all about that. Try to put a clip on there with, a song that you don't have permission to use, and you get muted. So.
Yep. So we'll just, I get in trouble at least once a day on that, I swear. So Elizabeth Clyde says, that is Connor and I, and we have a picture with Jason from Louisville. I'm pretty sure I met them. I was walking through the vendor area, and I recognized somebody with a Remedy shirt, and I always say, hey, nice shirt or nice hat, if they have a Beer Money hat on. And they said, hey, we watch you and Ron every Tuesday night. So I was like, so we took a picture. So yeah, I love it. I love it. So this video is from Madison, South Dakota. Ron was on the mic. Again, I just mute it during the show, so Ron, you can hear Ron and I talk about outlaw truck and tractor pulling, but it's neat to have the video playing in the background. Wade says, Kadoka, South Dakota. That's where the cops set up a roadblock to catch bear in the movie Armageddon. Hey, there's some good knowledge, Wade. There's some good knowledge. So
pretty scenic just south of there. I'll tell you that. It was pretty cool.
I'm still trying to get my wife to come out with me, Ron, because I think when she sees this golf course, I might be able to swear. So she just said next year. So Rust also said thunderstruck. Overruled. Hi, Charlie. How are you tonight, sir? So Zuck wants Let's Get Ready to Rumble by Bullbeat. I'll make that happen. I'm going to put that in my Spotify right now for you, Doug. Got to be nice to our modified pullers, Ron. So. Well, what else is going on in your world, Stoner?
Just heading to Colorado, man. Taking my time, working a little bit here and there as I go, and got a few things to take care of tonight, and do a little promoting for the pulls this weekend. Of course, Sunday we're at the Nebraska State Fair as well, so we don't want to.
Yeah, so that's is that Grand Island?
Grand Island, Nebraska. Yeah.
Yep. Taco Adventures on YouTube said that they're going to. I feel like I asked them last week while their YouTube channel is Taco Adventures. I don't think it was anything too scary. Adventure. But they're going to get some footage from Grand Island at the Nebraska State Fair.
What is Taco Adventures? I'm out of the loop here.
That's their YouTube name, so we'll let them comment on there in a little bit.
Gotcha. Tell us what Taco Adventures is all about. Yeah, Nebraska State Fair. We'll be leaving Saturday night and headed for Grand Island. The great Nebraska
How many
State
classes, Fair. Ron, how many classes have to boogie, get up and get rolling to make it to Grand Island?
Let's see here. Let me pull up the app.
This
I can
next
tell you,
segment brought to you by the Outlaw app.
Yeah. Super Farm, Light Super Stock, Light Limited Mod, Unlimited Super Stock. Hang on. Some of these, I'm not sure if some of these are. Let's see. Grand Island. Yeah, Light Limited Mod, Light Super Stock, Super Farm, and Unlimited Light Super Stock will all be hoofing it out to Grand Island from Windsor. All diesel 3.0 pickups too, limited pro diesel pickups. Now there's some Heartland classes too that'll be going from Windsor out to the Nebraska State Fair as well.
So it's basically 6 hours, Ron, from Windsor to Grand Island. So.
Yeah. Had you seen this video right here?
Yeah, it's.
That's from Lee, Nebraska in July.
Des, I will not have the remedy in Colorado. We could not get parts. We are done for the year. So.
Oh, that was ugly. That was ugly.
If Ron is in Scottsbluff, Nebraska, he should stop by the home of JD Farms Pulling north of town. Hey, Darnell.
In Scottsbluff?
Yeah.
Oh.
You might want to shoot him a text message.
Am I on the north? I think I'm kind of on the north side of town now, I think.
You said you're at the Home Depot parking lot?
I'm at the Home Depot, yeah.
Doug, you can only request one song, buddy. We're not
right,
Casey
Doug.
Kasem. Yeah. We're not Casey Kasem here, Ron and I.
For correction, Zuck. Yeah.
Zuck, whatever. I know that Ron's got a beautiful voice and he can sing. If he was as pretty as me, he'd probably be in Nashville. But, God blessed him with a beautiful voice and an ugly face. So what are you going to do? So, Ron, you've gotten a little more gray this year.
Cross-eyed bear. You think?
Are they making you a little more gray?
Get a little more salt and pepper in there, huh?
More salt and pepper. I got the same thing going on, buddy.
Yeah.
I got the same thing going on.
Yep, I'll be I have a birthday coming up in a couple of months. I'll be 52. So
nice. Tom Fountain says, how about the song Taking It to the Limit? I think by Huey Lewis and the News.
I don't know if I know that one. I know Take It to the Limit by the Eagles.
Yeah. Again, we're playing some replay of Madison, South Dakota. Ron and I are kind of promoting Windsor, Colorado. We had Jeff Darnell, the promoter of the Rocky Mountain National Truck and Tractor Pull this Friday, September 2nd at 4 p.m., Saturday, September 3rd at 4 p.m. Gates open at 2. Come on in, go up the pits, see all the pullers. There's going to be lots of vendors. We're going to have our Beer Money merchandise booth out there. I'm sure Delton will be out there as well. It's going to be a good time. So stop out and check it out. My team's leaving in the morning. They're going to stop by the Farm Progress Show in Ames, get some video, and then they're going to keep on trucking for Colorado. So how far is it, Ron, from did you stay in Madison or did you go home and then head to Colorado?
No, I left on Sunday. I stopped at an RV park in Mitchell, South Dakota, home of the Corn Palace.
Okay.
And just kind of chilled out there at the RV park till this morning and left this morning, headed this direction. And I kind of wanted to make it to Scottsbluff. It looked like a town where I could possibly have enough signal to do the show. I just got here a little later than I anticipated. So
yep. It's 920 miles from Richland Center to Windsor, Colorado for us.
It's nothing.
That's what meetings do to get out of Texas, I think, most days. So.
Have you looked at the point standings by chance?
Let's do it right now.
Of the limited pro stock class, you're still 4th in the points.
Well, I've been waiting for them to update. They said after Wisner they do your drop and they do some of your drops, so that's good.
You're only
I will-
21 points out of the top spot.
It'd be tough to run down old Novak. He's had a hell of a year. So let me look. See. It was a good year. I'm happy. The tractor ran good. I was a better driver as the year went on, and I was hoping to make it, obviously. So, yeah, Novak's at 454, Tyler Paddock's at 446, Side Piece George's at 436, and I'm at 433, and then Diggin' Deer's at 427. So, yeah. No, that's good. That's good. It was a good first year of Outlaw points. No complaints, Ron. It's been a blast. What's this Will Mann Storm Chaser comment Jer has? Is Will out chasing tornadoes out west in the prairie, or what?
I think they had a storm behind them or something coming back from Chickasha.
Oh, okay. He didn't flip the four-wheeler or anything, though. He kept going, right?
No, I had the four-wheeler. We didn't let him take it down there without supervision. So,
Taco Adventure says, got to see the Remedy in Gibbon and Ravenna this year. I was too shy to talk. Nobody should ever be too shy to talk to us. Any puller. We're the nicest people you ever meet. We're just happy to be there.
pullers are the easiest people to talk to.
Yeah. Now the Ron Stone, he's a big deal. He's like the vice president of the Outlaws. He's an announcer. He has his own podcast, Facebook Live. I mean, he's got a lot going on there. So,
Tell you what, I was a little worried when I woke up Saturday morning that I was even going to be able to call the show there Saturday night.
why is that?
I don't know. My throat wasn't 100%. I sang. I did a show the night before down in Kansas City, singing, and I think I was pushing a little bit. The sound guy was kind of messing with the sound, and I was kind of pushing it, and kind of woke up a little limited on my vocal capabilities. So I was a little worried. I went through a lot of cough drops Saturday on the drive up to Madison. So.
Gotcha. I'm just glad you're okay.
Still a little hoarse, but I'll be good. Still
Right.
have a few more days till I have to go again, so should be good to go.
Yep. No, that's good. No, I can feel it in my voice a little bit. I don't have the chops like you do. I used to announce a lot like you do back in the day, like 10 years ago. But I could tell the second day of the state fair a little bit, I was a little scratchy. Now I'll probably stand up singing songs, then I'll be there, Ron. But,
Yeah.
it's all good.
Yeah, if we want to kind of just give a brief overview of some of the points, after the drops came in.
Is it about Iron Man Red and probably Sabatka out there
Oh, the sleds?
in Colorado?
I know the Ironman's out there, and I believe there's a Bauer sled in Colorado that there'll be 3 sleds there. There'll be a backup.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure maybe it's the NSPA. There's a sled out there that's a Bauer sled, and I'm not sure the 3rd sled. I'm certain it's probably a Bauer, but I know the thought was they were going to keep one sled weighted up for the next class, just pull a sled off, pull a sled on. I'm not sure if that's what they're going to do to try to keep things rolling faster or not. But I know there was talk of doing that. So
They did that. I think they still do that in Monroe, Wisconsin. Ron, they have one track at the Fall Nationals. They have 2 sleds, and the next one's always ready, and they just bring it up and then bang it out. So that keeps the show moving. So 2-wheel drive trucks points according to the app. Ron, Buffalo Chips. Richard Morris is in the lead at 404. Second place is Whip It with Don Nelson at 387. Little Whips in third at 376. Corliss is in fourth with Run and Tell It. And then High Cotton's at 5th right now at 284. 4-wheel drive.
Four out of the top 5, they're all out of Texas.
Yeah, Texas, they know what they're doing. They're 2-wheel drivers.
Yep.
4-wheel drive. Thumper, 4-wheel drive's in the lead at 354. 1 point ahead of Risky Business, Eric Claypool. And then it's going to be a dogfight between those two. Backdraft's in third at 305, about 50 points back. Hot Shots in fourth. Yeah. Unfinished Business in fifth.
Backdraft is done for the season, as far as I know. They lost a motor.
Okay, so it's going to be a dogfight between Thumper and Risky Business.
We may see Hot Shot back out, though, because they took the motor out of the Hot Shot and put in Risky Business when they were waiting on a crank. They had a broken crank. And I seen where they got the Sonny Leonard motor back in Risky Business, so maybe the other motor will go back in Hot Shot. And with backdraft being broke, he could get into that number 3 spot probably by the end of the season. See how many pulls have 1, 2, 3 to go. I don't know, maybe do the math on that.
Natural aspirated two-wheel drive, that's over. Killing time. Sean Fredericks won the points. Dirt Diva was second, 1.5 points out of first. Raging Red was third. Twisted Sister, of course, the Van Beek trucks. They're the ones who burnt up on the way to where were they?
Humboldt.
Humboldt. Okay.
Humboldt, Iowa is where they were. Yep. They pulled into Humboldt and when they realized it was on fire. So.
The Pro 4x4s, Keith Hammonds has a 4-point lead on Loretta and Marty Selman and Rat Trap. And then Troublemakers at 458. So should be a 2-dog fight for those two between Bipolar and Rat Trap. So with Outlaw points fans, you get 28 for first. Then you pick up an extra point for winning. So you get 26 for second, and then 25, and then so on all the way down. So that's how that works. Tater Wagons in fourth, Hauling Grass is in fifth. Diesel 3.0 trucks. Trailer Trends is at 210. The farm truck, Dan Valance, is at 209. The Megatron's at 126. Back Alley Hookers in fourth. 8 NBs in fifth. That's a new class to the Outlaws this year. So Tractor 3,200 Superfield. Red Edge 2. Gary Kavanaugh's in the lead at 241. He has a 5-point lead over the Deer Cruiser, Casey Asmus. Third place is She Said No, Tyler Franken. Fourth is Buck Wild. Fifth is Red Factor. So it's a dogfight between Red Edge 2 and Deer Cruiser and 3,200 Superfield. 540 Light Pros. I think that's over now, right? The Light Pros? I feel like, well, just another Buck is in the lead. I'm pretty sure I saw their Facebook post that this was their last Outlaw hook of the year. So
okay, maybe.
And I know they were chasing points. So, but we can look at Spencer too in a second.
Yeah, Spencer would be the one. You know, we still have Unionville, Buckner.
Yeah.
Spencer.
But just another Bucks at 204. Shag Nasty 165. Constant Chaos is third. Rugrat Rampage is fourth. Hostile Environments fifth. Diesel Supers.
Yeah, I think the 540s. I think that was it. So.
Okay.
So yeah, that.
Grimes is going to be our Outlaw champion for 2022. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, that tractor's running good this year.
Yeah, it is. Scrappy, speaking of a tractor that's running good, Scrappy, Doug Meissinger out of Goodland, Kansas. And Goodland, Kansas is like a hometown pull for Windsor. Or Windsor's like a hometown pull for them. So it's just like,
out here.
I'll just Google it. Goodland, Kansas to Windsor, Colorado.
That's what I should have done, was just headed out to Meissinger's and hung out there tonight.
Yeah, they're 245 miles is all Ron from Goodland to Windsor. So straight, just 70
I'm
all
closer
the way.
to that now, so.
Okay, so Windsor's just north of Denver. So
right.
For all of you that are wondering, Scrappy's in first at 280. Taylor Van Beek's in second. Born Green's in third. Secondhand Smokes in fourth, and MX 170's in fifth. Light Limited Pro, Spare Time. Brady, got in front of Inches Matter.
Yeah, that was tight. That's a tight one, and Hargens is kind of hanging out there, you know, in the third spot while they're duking it out up there. But
yeah, right now the app says Brady's at 521.5. Inches Matters at 519, so that's 2.5 points. There must have been a tie somewhere, huh, Ron?
I don't know what's going on there with that. I don't understand the half point. So
Wild Side's third, Dark Horse was fourth, Johnny B. Good's fifth. So Dark Horse has a half as well. So somewhere Dark Horse and Spare Time, Brad Zeck and Brady Gosler must have split something, Ron. That's one thing that makes sense.
You know, we had an issue at Macon a few weeks back where we had the top two vehicles in a class tie because the GPS measurement only went to the 100th spot.
Okay.
And after the show, I talked to Gary, and his son had a lot to do with designing that program. He said, yeah, it will go to the 1,000th spot. You just have to reboot the computer and set it up that way. So the following week, I can't remember where we were at. I've been to a lot of pulls this year. But the following weekend, we had, it was at Wisner. He had it set up to go to the 1,000 spot, and we had 2 tractors hit identical on the 100 spot. So we had to go to that 1,000 spot. So they would have tied in there together if we wouldn't have rebooted that computer and put that 1,000 spot in there.
Wow. That's crazy.
So yeah, Brady Gosler, that team just went into the lead after Madison, after they're finished there.
So limited pro, that's my class. Dave Novak, Mean Farmers in the lead at 454. Tyler Paddocks in second at 446. So he's 8 points away. Side pieces at 436, about 18 points out, and then I'm 21 points behind the Remedy. Then Digging Deep Deer, Brent Paddocks, Brent Megan drive that, so they're at 427. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, Ron. I was hoping to chase it to the end, but you know how it goes sometimes. So
You went out in grand fashion.
yes, at the big one in Wisner.
Lights
I had
up
two
stop.
people. I had 2 people come up and give me $100 bills after the poll, and I said it's okay, guys. You know, and they're like, no. Every year we give whoever had a big blow up $100 bill, and I'm like, well, I don't ever want to get this ever again. But I said thank you. It's all good. Light Supers, Eleanor Tractor Edition. Mark Ulmer got a 40-point lead on himself. The weapon, the Diesel, the Alkie's in the lead. Diesel's in second at 420. So long as he hits them all, that's all his to wrap it up. He'll be back to back. Jim Scheffler, Too Much Fun's in third. Ryan Boyson's in fourth. Barn Burner is in fifth. Those Schluter tractors, if they make a full season, they're going to be coming after some of that Ulmer Mafia money. If you know what I'm saying.
They will. That both tractors pretty tough. Boyson had a really good run at Madison.
Did he keep
Had
the
a
front end
smooth
down?
run for a change. He didn't take a wild ride like he's been doing here lately.
Then we're
He had
going to
a
find this because I want to see that tractor run. So I'm going to find. Were they early? Do you remember if they were early or late?
Oh boy,
That's not fair.
they were kind of early, yeah. I think they might have been the second class.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's
The
like
Hustler
super.
back there. So that's Light Supers in the back.
Okay, so let me drag it ahead a little bit. Look, oh, there's a crowd shot. Holy crap. So they call it Prairie Village. Is it like a big historical society kind of a thing, Ron?
It's kind of like a fairgrounds. There's houses there, and you can see the church back there. But it's just, I think it's empty unless they have a festival going on. There's an actual train, a steam engine, and tracks that go completely around the village. And they give rides on that train. You actually have to cross the tracks to get into there. Antiques and antique equipment and stuff just everywhere in there. Dozers and tractors, and you name it. Garden tractors. They have an antique tractor pull on Sunday. They had a Heartland pull on Friday and the Outlaw pull on Saturday. And they had people shoehorned in there Saturday night. It was packed.
Hey, Ron, seeing that right line there, that white line, that gave me an idea.
Yeah.
Next time you and I partake in too much Tito's and 7-Up, I want to get the chalk out, and I want to have a contest between you and I.
I actually joked with Boyce. I asked him, I said, you guys need a chalker? He said, oh, we've got a little one. But it looks like somebody had too much to drink down here.
No, we're doing that, Stone. $50, $50 bet, and then we'll get separate judges the next day when somebody's sober enough to see who can make the white line. So we'll pick a spot.
They were impressed when I was at Mound City, Kansas, of my line chalking abilities and how straight they were when I was rechalking there. So.
You were. I was quite impressed as well, Ron. So I want to see Boyson keep the front end down on his tractor. So I'm going to keep zooming against the national anthem. I'm not trying to be unpatriotic, guys. I'm just trying to find Ryan Boyson.
That was Taryn.
So it sounded like she couldn't get it going, and Dennis drove it later, made a good pass.
Yeah, Dennis drove it after the class and actually went further than anybody else. He, would have been the winning pass, but Taryn had a little trouble getting it off the line there. Got to be getting close here. There you go.
We're gonna turn the sound on for this, don't. So.
The number 3 spot.
And we're not
With
picking
2
on
tractors to go. Ryan Boyson coming up
Keep his
next.
front end down much.
Now you can see his daughter.
So good to see
She's
you.
placing the cone where they want the Iron Man sled to go to start the pull. They can move it center, left, right, wherever they want to be. As soon as we get Bill Jensen out of the way, Bill, a board member here, doing the track prep down there at the starting line. Pullers love that. They don't get to see that everywhere they go. They do here at Prairie Village. So Boyson moved the cone a little bit farther right than what Ulmer had it.
I will tell you the last 2 or 3 passes this tractor's made down the track has been a really rough ride for Ryan. He's taken some pretty rough rides since the Iowa State Fair. See if he can get a handle on the construction yellow John Deere here tonight. 297.01, the mark to beat.
Boyson in his under construction tractor sits 4th in season points. 345, 16 points behind Too Much Fun.
I'm afraid to move the mouse, Ron, the cursor, because I know I'll go by it. All the time when I go to my phone, I got fat fingers and I'm trying to slide it, I always miss it. So I'm going to be patient, Ron. You're sitting in a Home Depot parking lot. I mean, you're safe. The lights are on. So. Pam Shellum says, open for Memorial Weekend to Labor Day weekend. Lots going on all summer. Check it out at prairievillage.org. Thank you, Pam. They have the Constant Chaos Light Pro, right? The Shellums?
Yep.
And Rugrat Rampage, I think. Do they have 2?
John
Which
Deere.
one's Arrogance? I should know these things. I announce every now and then. Yeah, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan had a little bit more of a smooth ride that time.
Here's his pass from the Iowa State Fair. I got
that one.
I got this queued up. We have this on our YouTube channel.
And one of his passes at Wisner was pretty rough too.
Yep, I think we have that too.
And he had shoulder surgery a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I know at the Iowa State Fair after this pass here, first thing he did was stretching out that shoulder. I seen him doing that number right there. So, it was pretty rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he just tried to ride that out or that. I don't know. I don't like those kinds of things. So it is
coming up right after that.
What's that?
Right after that. That was the first attempt. It was his second attempt when it got rough for him.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You had the first attempt on there. Oh, this is Wisner, or is this?
Yeah, you're right. There we go. That's the one I got really crooked. Yeah, wow.
Ryan Boyson taking a wild ride there.
Get bounced around in there. Ooh.
Wow. Ryan Boyson taking a wild.
No good at all, Ron. No good at all. Well, sir, what else do you what do you want to go over tonight yet, bud?
Well, let's were you able to get the names in last week for last week's winners?
No, I just ended the show like 2 minutes before you texted me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's Let's look back here on those winners from last week.
Just go to my Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. I think I messaged those directly to you.
You did. Yep, I'm looking right now. Okay, so Todd Amend was the Iowa State Fair Wednesday.
Yep, that's a banner.
Okay, let me type this in.
Because we gave away the Tuesday banner on Tuesday night at the State Fair.
So Todd Amend is the Wednesday Iowa State Fair banner winner, you said?
Todd Emmon, Iowa State Fair Wednesday. Charles Wiemold, or Wiemold, Wiemold.
I'm typing it in right now.
He would get the banner for Friday night Wisner.
If you don't know, we're talking about the Case IH Ultimate Superfan Ultimate Experience, I think is what it's called. Ron, you say it way better than I do. Every winner of every class signs this banner, and then we give it away. And at the end of the year, everybody goes to the website, gets signed up, and you get, I think, it's a full all-expense trip to Louisville, right, bud?
Yep, they're giving away two grand prizes, trips for two, all expense paid to 2023 National Farm Machinery Show and Championship Tractor Pull. Tickets to all 6 sessions. You can also win these banners that we give away. All the winners, every session of pulling, autographs these banners, and we're giving away hats and T-shirts and things like that as well from Case IH and the Outlaws. So you got Charles.
Ross Sherrard is our Saturday night banner winner.
Ross Sherrard, Saturday night.
Yep. And he is a former puller. He had a 1256 gold, the gold hood, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what class it was in. And then our very own Brad Caudell from South Carolina won the hat. Brad watches the show every single Tuesday night.
Awesome.
So you don't have to be there to win. See, that's awesome because he did not make it from South Carolina to Wisner. So, way to go, Brad. I know he was watching the show earlier, so tonight. So way to go.
Awesome.
Cool. No, this has been fun this year.
Case IH hat coming.
Yep, it's been fun this year.
Let's see. I've got some winners from this weekend. Oh, okay. Glenn Freeze messaged me. He said he wants his theme song to be the theme from Rocky. From Rocky 2, where he's out jogging and runs up the steps, you know.
Dun, 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 dun.
That gets everybody pumped up, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Let's see.
And
this week,
Tom Fountain wants Eagles song. Tom, what's that? Eagles song, Tom? I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah. I think he chimed in a little bit ago. He mentioned another singer, said take it to the limit.
Okay, Carl Mongood Jr. says Tom Fountain Eagles. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't read. So.
Let's see here. From winners from this week.
Yep. Take your time so I can type these in.
Chris Belzer.
Hey, that's a super farm puller.
Wins the Friday night banner from Chickasha, Oklahoma. Thunder and Tornado Valley.
Year number 2. Okay.
Logan Heaton will win pull from Madison, South Dakota. That banner.
Heaton, like this, like it sounds, Ron?
Heaton. Heat on.
Heaton. I'm almost done typing that in, Ron. I'll put that on the screen. Are there some outlaw classes in Grand Island then on Sunday as well, I'm guessing?
Outlaw and
Heartland?
Heartland, yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, next
I'll
one,
go
Ron.
through those. I can go through those Heartland classes as soon as we get these names here.
Yeah.
And our very own Molly Edmister wins the banner from Saturday night at Chickasha.
Spell the last name for me.
Edmister.
Chickasha banner. Saturday night?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then a T-shirt, Case IH Outlaw T-shirt goes to Christina McAlpine.
Spell that. Sabrina,
Like
you said?
Mick, like Big M, little C, and then Alpine.
Sabrina?
Christina.
Christina.
Close.
With the C?
With a C, C-H-R.
Okay.
That's our winners for this week.
Love it. Love it, love it,
Here's
love
the here's the pass that Dennis laid down. Wasn't for competition. It was just kind of a
This is her hometown poll, right? If I think I read Terrence
testing
Facebook
out,
post.
testing, yeah. And
Yeah.
he had a good hook. He went past Omer's mark. So.
The Hustler. If their walk-up song is going to be "Every Day I'm Hustling," chugga 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 chugga, Ron. You know we're going to work on this. So.
Who is that?
Sarah. Oh, it's "Every Day I'm Shuffling," but I changed the words. That's those.
Go back to the old '70s song, "Do the Hustle."
Do the Hustle. Who sings that?
Do the Hustle. I have
Do
no
the
idea.
Hustle. Karaoke at Ron's trailer.
I'll look it up. Do the Hustle.
Do the Hustle.
Van McCoy.
Van McCoy. Nice.
Van McCoy and Pan's People. Yeah. Little '70s disco trivia for you there.
I like it. I like it a lot.
A big Tom down there flagging the 300 feet.
Yep. Have you heard any more updates on Jim Birch? How's he doing?
Just the Facebook post that he's put out.
Okay. I'll go check that out real quick. He texted me last week. I meant to text him tonight, but I was mowing my yard and I forgot. I mowed until 6:54, then I ran in the house.
I'm just looking at Facebook here, trying to see which motor that is. It's like Eric Claypool's got his girlfriend out there bolting stuff on the truck. Looks like that's probably that's the Risky Business. That's the Sonny Leonard motor. Looks like. I assume they'll have the hot shot out there though.
Yeah, the last Facebook post I have is August 27th. Lundell stopped by to see him at the hospital. That would have been 3 days ago. So, good deal.
Let me look at that schedule here, and I can tell you what Heartland classes are at the state fair. Did you go through the classes that were going to be in Windsor?
I did not. I did it, Ron. I did Jeff, and then Josh jumped on, and then you jumped on, and I couldn't focus anymore because I had all you guys. So I saw all the squirrels.
Real quick, we can go through, what classes are at Windsor this weekend. Friday night, let's see, Supermod 2-wheel drive, 3200 Super Field, modified 4-wheel drive, limited pro diesel pickups, diesel supers, light mods, light limited pro, limited pros, light super stock, big 74 mods, pro stock 4x4, 10,000 pro stock, super farm, and unlimited super stock. That's all the Outlaw classes at Windsor. Now there are Heartland classes there as well. I can go through those. They have 3200 super field, light limited super stocks, 3.6 diesel, 2.6 diesel, and they also have a super modified 4-wheel drive too. I think there's a couple of those blower 4-wheel drive trucks that are going to be there as well. So.
Okay.
Grand Island, the Heartland group will have 3200 Superfield, Classic Mod, Light Limited Pro, Light Limited Super Stock, naturally aspirated 2-wheel drive, and Pro Stock 4x4 at Grand Island. Grand Island Outlaw classes. Let me get back here. I think I went through those earlier, but I can repeat that. Nebraska State Fair Outlaw classes, limited pro diesel pickups, light mods, light super stock, super farm, and unlimited light supers. So it's going to be a busy weekend.
Yeah, you can kind of get a glimpse of the crowd there, Ron. That bleacher on the right, that goes for a ways. That's awesome.
That last bleacher right there on the right is really tall, and it was full.
That's awesome. I love seeing full crowds. Hey, Ron, check out. I made this for us. I legitly did, so I'm kind of proud of this. So.
Nice. Well, I like the classic old microphone there. That's cool.
I figured I kind of thought of you with with the more salt and the pepper.
Gotcha.
Something
Yeah.
like slick back hair, standing behind the mic. It's kind of thinking there. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Kind of like when Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future when he went and sang on the stage. He slicked his hair back, and I remember that.
Yeah.
Good story. All right, so we need to start a new thing of useless trivia, Ron. I want to know what everybody's favorite movie is. So type it into the comments right now. Ron, what's your favorite movie of all time? You can only pick one. Sarah, what's your favorite movie of all time, honey?
It's tough. Smokey the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit. Okay. My wife says Home Alone.
Home Alone. Your Saving Private Ryan was pretty good. I like that.
Saving Private Ryan. I'm going to go with Karate Kid.
Yeah.
That was kind of like my uncle, not Uncle Paul, Uncle Dave, who's younger than Uncle Paul. He took me to Karate Kid in like 4th grade, and it was kind of fun. So
nice.
Where's
Uncle Paul? Is Uncle Paul coming out this weekend?
I got to talk to him. I'll call him on the way out. So Dale Bartles, this is the announcer that you worked with at Madison, right?
Yes.
His favorite movie is Bridge on the River Kwai. Andy, I want a JD T-shirt. Andy, they sell them everywhere there, kiddo. You got this. So, Doug Post says American Graffiti.
American Graffiti, yeah, that's pretty good.
Alex Abraham says Major League One.
That was a good movie. Yeah, that was a good one.
Which one did he say? Jesus, no, help me hit curveball. What did he say? Is that number
Jesus,
one or number two?
Yeah, that's the one. That's one.
Jesus. I like him very much. But
Joe Boo.
Joe Boo. Why you
help me now. It's a great movie.
James Harmon says son-in-law. Brad Caudell, who won a hat tonight, agrees with my wife. Well done, Brad. Sucking up to Sarah. Caddyshack. I forgot about Caddyshack. Yeah. When Bill Murray's got that kid up against the shed with the pitchfork, and he says, "The Dalai Lama. I caddied for the Dalai Lama once." And I said, "Hey, at the end, a little something." He goes, "When you die, you will have eternal enlightenment," or something like that. And Murray goes, "Well, so I got that going for me." That's so funny. Ooh, Pam Shellum coming in with Dances with Wolves. I like that. This is good. Tatonka.
I passed a lot of billboards on 90 in South Dakota today that had Dances with Wolves memorabilia at somewhere there in South Dakota.
Bill Rank says Hoosiers, another great movie. Oh, yes. Marty Samuelson, our very own Ravenna, Nebraska, every Tuesday night follower. He says Twister. Facebook user 8 seconds. I'm not sure who that is, but
Top Gun. There you go. Top Gun 2. That's a good one. Top Gun 1 is good as well.
Yeah, I haven't seen 2 yet.
It's pretty good.
Andy Presley, go to the Outlaw Truck and or outlawpulling.com. Yep. Click on the Case IH Super Fan, and you can win a Case IH T-shirt because they're the sponsor. But we'll put a green sticker on there for you if you win it. So.
Is he wanting rules for like pulling rules or rules for the contest?
Oh, I don't know. I figured he's the one who's just asking for a T-shirt. Andy, you got to be more specific. Yeah. Days of Thunder. Ooh, good one, Rusty. I like that. Christopher Combs, Pool or Pond? I don't understand.
Is that a movie?
Caddyshack. Oh, pool or pond?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, got it. Doug Meissinger, up in smoke, of course. Is that when the one in Cheech and Chong are sitting at that intersection? They're not moving. They think they are, and they're just sitting there like, "How fast are you going, man?" So, David McNaughton says, "Don't forget Porky's." That's another classic. That's fun. So we got to have a useless trivia question, Ron, to always wrap up the show. Okay. What else you got, bud?
I'm all out. I'm all out. I mean, we could sit here and talk about things all night, but Fast Times is a good one. Yeah.
Kieran's Free says Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Here's Thumper, who's currently leading the points. There's our Pulling for Glenn sticker right there. And I just put this one on there, my tractor as well. We have another tech. We have a tech official fighting some cancer stuff, right? Or
Tom.
Tom the flagger, right?
Big Tom. He's flagging 300 feet there. Yeah.
What's he got going on? I didn't ask. I just bought some stickers.
Details. I don't know all the details. I think he has he's fighting some cancer and he has some other issues, but hoping he gets better soon. And he's probably in pain, but he's out there flagging because he loves pulling, So.
Tom right there, right?
There he is right there. Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
I think I talked to Tom for 30 minutes after the show that night, just standing there shooting the bull there for at least 30 minutes Saturday.
So this is kind of a loaded question for you because you're very active, but what's your biggest takeaway, Ron, or maybe your couple biggest takeaway of the Outlaw season of 2022 so far?
A lot of hooks. I know some of the pullers were like, maybe that's too many hooks in some of the classes, And I have to agree, with the way fuel is and the way parts are hard to get. We have some classes that are close to that 30 hook mark, and it's been a busy summer, and it'll be kind of nice to, at the end of the season, not go to a pull for a couple of weeks and just kind of reflect and take a break. But I love pulling, as much as you do, and a lot of the pullers love it too. The guys it's funny because some of the guys that will say that's too many hooks, when the season's over, you'll still see them at some other pulls, some brush pulls and things like that. So, but it is a busy summer, and we'll try to scale some of that back maybe in some of those classes that had a huge amount of hooks there. So we want to take care of the pullers and
no, I was kind of depressed once I realized what had happened to the tractor. And I mean, Saturday night was kind of like, okay. And then Sunday on the way home, I was just like, oh, this sucks. And then we got to looking things over, and we called around, there's no way we can get parts and be ready and in time. And, we had talked, I talked about that all summer, Ron. If you break, it's going to be tough to come back, know, and there's so much stuff in my motor. It's okay. I mean, it is what it is, but I think it took 2 or 3 days for me to because you get all amped up and okay, next weekend we're going here. And, I don't know. You get really caught up in it. I mean, that's what you want to do. It consumes you. It really, truly consumes you. So
I think my biggest takeaway from it is, the fact that fuel was high, parts were hard to come by. It didn't hurt our numbers. I think there were several pullers that normally run points that didn't run points this year. They came out and pulled, but they didn't come out to every hook. And I think that's attributed to the high fuel prices and the parts issue with not being able to find parts and get them in a timely manner. The $5 diesel sucks. So y'all have a class for V8 farm tractors?
We do not, Andy. Andy, where are you from? Let me know where you're from, and I will find you somebody for that.
Now, Heartland Division has the classic mod, which I think that's what that is I haven't read the rules to that class, but I'm assuming it's a small block V8 on a tractor chassis.
That's awesome. Rough.
Yeah,
It
we
is
had,
rough. It is rough. And we have some video from the sled, and it's crazy how much bouncing those sled operators do inside those sleds, banging around and stuff like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, we had 44 shows on the schedule.
Okay.
And that's not sessions,
Right.
That's counting Rock Valley as one show, which there's 3 sessions at Rock Valley. So
We had 2 rainouts for the 4-1s. Concord the night before Rock Valley.
Yeah.
Was it Concord?
Concord was rained out. Yeah.
And then we had one other one that we got there, and Montgomery City, Missouri.
Britt was rained out. Britt, Iowa.
Yep.
On a Wednesday night. Wasn't there another one? I think there was another one.
Montgomery City.
I'm not sure.
Montgomery City, Missouri got rained out. We still got the light supers in and halfway through the 4-wheel drive trucks. Well, no, Warrensburg, Missouri. Sorry.
Yeah, Warrensburg. I knew that. I thought there was 3 that got rained out for us.
But it's amazing, driving all over the Midwest like the summer, like we did, to see the differences in the crops based upon the rain. Ron, we're really, I would say Northeast Iowa for sure, and Southwest Wisconsin really are blessed compared to like what I saw in Missouri and Nebraska and Kansas. It's dry out there. So
We're talking about it being the end of the season, but I'm looking at the schedule. There's still a lot. Windsor, two hooks at Windsor, Colorado this weekend. Grand Island, Nebraska on Sunday. Next Friday is Unionville, Missouri. Next Saturday is Buckner, Missouri. Spencer, Iowa, 2 shows on September 18th. And then Lufkin, Texas, October 21st and 22nd.
that Lufkin deal, that's part of something you were telling me, right?
Yeah, Mission 22. They have it's a huge truck show, semis, and it's at a drag strip, and they built a pulling track at the drag strip, put some bleachers in there. They brought in a bunch of new bleachers this year. They're going to make the tractor pull the center point now.
Okay.
Where before it was the truck show and the drag racing, the tractor pull is the center point, the focal point of the event now. Still a huge truck show. I mean, if you like semi trucks and customized, it's awesome. A lot of vendors there. There's a concert, Stoney LaRue on Friday night, my band on Saturday night. The semi drags are pretty amazing to watch. I've got to watch some of them. It's amazing. Some of those road tractors could go as fast as they do in the 8th mile. It's incredible. But it's a huge show, and it's all for a good cause. 100% of the proceeds go to Mission 22. Helps veterans that have been in combat assimilate back into normal life. The 22 comes from 22 vets commit suicide daily. So it's kind of near and dear to the promoters' hearts there. I know at least one of the guys is a veteran, and they donate 100% of the proceeds to Mission 22. So,
What are the dates on that, Ron?
October 21st and 22nd.
Sounds like something that we need to go to.
Yeah, it's a huge show. We were there in 2020 during COVID year. And I think they had like 9,000 people there through the gate at midday. Just a huge event.
Awesome.
And a fun
Well,
one
Ron,
too.
I'm going to wrap this baby up. So
yeah, let's do it. Sorry for being late, but I was in the prairie, my friend. There was no signal where I was at.
No. I've been out west. I totally understand.
It was
US
pretty.
Cellular sucks in Wisconsin half the time too, so it's all good. So
Well, not only
Hey,
that,
Ron.
there was no place to pull off and actually talk anyway. So yeah, go ahead.
I am going to I want to show you a new promo video I made for Beer Money. I want you to see this, okay?
Okay.
And don't hang up yet. I want to show it to everybody.
Hit
Tell
me
me what
with
you think. Hit me with it. Ready, and I think it's right. Go. Welcome to Beer Money Pulling Team. Sit down, shut up, and hang on. You like it?
Yeah.
Cool. No, you do this video stuff. So Mackenzie made that for us. So
Yeah,
I
that's
wanted
nice.
to.
I like it.
Yeah, we're doing a big YouTube push. We just hired a media consultant out of Maine. He helped me and to pass on some mortgage and stuff. We have weekly calls with them now and really organizing all the social media platforms to try to keep growing this thing, buddy. Because I'm just a big dummy and I just try really hard and I want to be better. So
No, I like
Great.
it.
Ron, thanks for all that you do, sir. Thank you to all the fans who watch every Tuesday night, all the pullers. We love all the comments. That's honestly what makes it fun for us is to answer questions and do different things like that. So I'm going to wrap up. I'll play some video. Give me Ron talk for one more minute while I queue up some more video.
Yeah, folks, don't forget to tune in live this weekend. If you can't make it out to Windsor, Colorado, you got to see this event. You can get it live at outlawpulling.tv Friday and Saturday. Then Sunday at the Nebraska State Fair. We'll be pulling there on Sunday afternoon as well. So a lot of pulling to watch this weekend. You can also, if you get a monthly subscription, you can watch everything we've got in the Outlaw Pulling TV library. So if you watch one event, you just pay for one event. You've got it for 30 days. If you go monthly, you can watch everything we got in that month for 30 days. That's going all the way back to 2018, 2019. So log on to outlawpulling.tv and get your pulling fix.
Awesome. Thanks, Ron. I'll see you Friday, buddy.
Hi, buddy. Safe travels.
Take care.
Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
This is Chickasha, Oklahoma. Everybody have a license plate for 5-10 minutes. Enjoy. Thanks for watching Outlawed with Ron and Jason. See you down the road.
323.32 for the sweet pain machine.
You might be.
Well, I gotta know. Let's start with the basics. What's your name?
Brendan Milo.
Brendan, was that better than TV?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever felt it rain dirt?
No, sir.
You have now.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Thunder and Tornado Alley, Brendan. We're glad you came. What'd y'all think of that one right there? That tractor, part of our three-way tie from last night, comes out and lays down a good pass to start this showdown. The way they decided to do it, with as few tractors as we have, we only have 5 here this evening. One of them's going to be a bump, so we've only got 4 that are actually going to be making full pulls. And a couple years back, he converted over to running the twin Hemi machines. 575 cubic inch Ken Vaney Hemis sitting on the front of that tractor, making around 3,200 horsepower out of each engine. So when this guy says go, he go. Cameron Neves getting everything lined up here. The man out of McAdoo, Texas. Second generation puller. Here we go, the cotton candy machine. Oh, go it. Need a pull off for the cotton candy. Something let go on it. It's still got both the blower belts. I thought maybe we lost a belt. Still got both them. Let's see this replay here. See if we can notice anything on it. Boy, it's hard to tell. Ladies and gentlemen, the band come a long way to get here. Cameron Neves, right here. Cameron, stand up and wave to the folks. We wanted to have a good show out of you. It just wasn't your weekend, buddy. Do you have any idea what happened?
Maybe something electronic.
Well, Cameron, we're sorry. It's a tough break for you on the cotton candy. We know you'll be back next year laying it down like you normally do. Did. This engine here, one of the old big V-12 fighter plane engines. Oh, you got to wait just like everybody else now. Well, the sun went down. That excuse don't work no more. It's going to burn your head. Okay. He said the lights are going to get him. This is the old River Rat tractor. This tractor for many years was known as the River Rat. Mr. Wayne Longnecker had it. A couple of years ago, Wayne went to Twin Hennies and sold this tractor to Doug. Check out their Facebook on the Rolls-Royce Griffin machine. They've got an entire Facebook page dedicated to this tractor. Are y'all ready to get wild right here? Here we go. The Rolls-Royce Griffin, known as Super Marine Spitfire. Right there, the Griffin growl. Goes 269.78. 269.78. $269 and 74 for the Griffin Growl. We're going to throw you a hat or two. I've got hats sponsored by Elite Transmission. The steel hats come from Small Engine Services. Here comes the River Rat all the way from Iowa. The last one of our three-way tie. Right there on the River Rat. Laying down a killer pass. Get you a distance here in just a second. So the River Rat goes 297 even. $297 even for the River Rat machine right there, Mr. Wayne Longnecker. Our weekend tie that we were telling you about, the Sweet Pain had the longest distance of the weekend. When we added them up, the Sweet Pain had the combined longest distance for the weekend. So congratulations to Craig Omer and Ty Omer, the team for Sweet Pain, winning tonight and getting the overall championship. Make some noise for them, the Sweet Pain machine.